Բարևձեզ, ես Ժենիա Խաչատրյանն եմ, Գյումրու թիվ 1 ավագ դպրոցի անգլերենի ուսուցչուհի։ Այսօրվա մեր դասի թեման է ուղղակի եւ անուղղակի խոսքը անգլերենում։ Hello dears, I'm Zhenya Khachaturian from High School number 1 in Gyumri. The topic for our today's lesson is direct and indirect or parted speech in English. Now I want to explain how to change direct speech into indirect or parted. What is direct speech and what is indirect speech? When are they used? When we report something using the exact words of the speaker, we use direct speech. But when we report something in our own words, we use indirect or parted. There are many rules for converting simple sentences from direct into indirect. The inverted commas used in direct narration is removed in indirect narration, and that conjunction is used. Says to changes into tells and said to changes into told. If they are followed by an object, if not, they would remain same in indirect speech. For example, he says to Aram, I am busy. In reported speech, he tells Aram that he is busy. Says to changes into tells as we have an object in our sentence, and our object is Aram. In the next sentence, she said, I am hungry. She said that she was hungry. We don't have an object in our sentence, and said remains the same. When we change direct into indirect, verb tense usually changes and need go back a tense. Present simple. I said I want to watch a film. Changes into past simple. He said that he wanted to watch a film. Present continuous. He said Jane is sleeping. Changes into past continuous. He said that Jane was sleeping. Present perfect. She said I have bought a new dress. Changes into past perfect. She said that she had bought a new dress. Past simple. Alex said, I finished my homework. Changes into past perfect. Alex said that he had finished his homework. Past perfect and past perfect continuous don't change form because they are last verb tense that we have and there is nothing more before them. Then here we have some more changes. Will, she said, I will always love Tom. Changes into would. She said that she would always love Tom. Can, Tom said, I can carry 50 kilograms. Changes into could. Tom said that he could carry 50 kilograms. May, Ben said it may rain. Changes into might. Ben said that it might rain. Must, he said everybody must obey the rules. Changes into had to. He said that everybody had to obey the rules. Have to, she said I have to go home. Changes into had to. She said that she had to go home. When we change direct into indirect, we have pronouns changes too. Personal pronouns changes. I changes into he or she. You changes into I, she, he, we or they. We changes they. Me changes into him, her. You changes into him, her, us or them. Us changes into them. Possessive pronouns changes. My changes into his or her. Your changes into my, his, her, our or their. Our changes into their. Mine remains mine or changes into his, hers, ours or theirs. Yours changes into his or hers. Ours changes into mine, his, hers, ours, or theirs. For example, Marty said, I am sad. Marty said that he was sad. Here, I changes into he. He said, you have to be there. He said that I had to be there. Here, you changes into I. Another example, she said to Anne, I saw your sister. She told Anne that she had seen her sister. Here we change I into she and your into her. Bob says to Mary, I am a singer. Bob tells Mary that he is a singer. Here we change I into he. When we change direct into indirect, we have time and place changes too. Now changes into then. In direct speech, the children are playing outside now. And in reported speech, he said that the children were playing outside then. The day changes into that day. I've got a piano lesson today. And in reported speech, she said that she had got a piano lesson that day. Here changes into there. Put the box here. And in reported speech, he told us to put the box there. This changes into that. I shall be very busy this week. She said she would be very busy that week. Tomorrow changes into the following day, the next day, or the day after. I will leave for New York tomorrow. She said that she would leave for New York the next day. Next week changes into the following week, the next week, or the week after. I have an appointment next week. She said that she had an appointment the following week. Yesterday changes into the previous day or the day before. Our English teacher quizzed us yesterday. They said the English teacher had quizzed them the day before. Last week changes into the previous week or the week before. We had an awful earthquake last week. They told us that they had an awful earthquake the previous week. Ago changes into previously or before. The letter came a few days ago. He said the letter had come a few days before. The night changes into that night. I'm going for beer with Carl tonight. He said that he was going for beer with Carl that night. For we-age questions or questions with interrogative pronouns, we simply follow the pattern. Questions plus noun plus verb. For example, the policeman asked, where do you live? In reported speech, the policeman asked where I lived. He said to me, who is that woman? He asked me who that woman was. For yes or no question, we use if or whether. We don't use the interrogative form of the verb do, does, or did. For example, Jim said to Anne, will you come with me? Jim asked Anne if or whether she would come with him. My friend asked, do you have a problem? My friend asked if or whether I had a problem. In a request, we use the following structure: asked or ask, then we put me, him, her, us, them, then to, or the base form of the verb. She said to me, please make some copies. She asked me to make some copies. He said to them, please close the door. He asked them to close the door. In orders, we use told or tell. Then we put me, him, her, us or them, and to or the base form of the verb. She said to me, go to the bank. She told me to go to the bank. John said to them, don't eat the cake. John told them not to eat the cake. Remember, we can use introductive verbs too, such as offer, refuse, promise, advise, order, remind, etc. For example, John said, I don't want to come with you. In your party speech, John refused to come with us. Mother said, don't go out, Jim. Mother ordered Jim not to go out. That's all, dears. Thank you for watching. Stay happy and healthy.